What should I whip up today? That is a great idea!
Lindley! Lindley! What is Lindley making?
Beef raised in wine. Hey, Tatsu, why don't you relax and take a bath before dinner? Got one all ready for you.
Tatsu love nice and hot bath before eating. Did Lindley use bath salts? Color and smell is lovely, just like it. Lindley, this is not bathtub. This is pot of boiling wine.
Little Spud's smarter than he looks. I suppose I'm just gonna have to use regular old beef instead.
Lindley is not funny. Lindley is not funny.
Okay, everyone, let's eat.
I can't get over your cooking, Lynn. That was delicious.
Thanks, Gwyn. Glad you liked it. I hope it was enough. If I'd known we were expecting company, I definitely would have made more.
Yes, yes. Then maybe Tatsu could eat full portion.
Sorry, Pint Size. What Gwyn lacks in stature, he more than makes up for with his monstrous appetite. He's kind of a pig.
Okay, first of all, I'm taller than you. And second, you just ate almost double what I did. Who's the pig here?
I'm assuming you didn't just come here to argue. What's going on?
So, we had this extermination order up around the northern coast. Some violent indigents that got a little too touchy-feely. Apparently banged up a few outfitters. Pretty standard stuff.
We're all prepped and about to head out, and then bam! Another job comes in from Commander Tank Top. I mean, I know we're the best and all, but seriously.
Sounds rough. Alright, you take the indigents, and we'll take Vandom's job.
Thank you, Colonel. Let me walk you through the intel. These images I'm about to show you are from a probe in Oblivia.
Is that a ship of some sort? Can't really tell from that distance.
Yeah, it's hard to grasp the scale with such long-range images. Whatever it is, it's getting hammered.
Friends must do something to help poor ship. Tatsu will not stand for this injustice.
Says the one guy who never actually fights anything.
It's difficult to say for sure from this, but that craft on the right, I bet it's Ganglion. It shares aspects of their mech design.
Our thoughts exactly. The assignment is to get there and confirm one way or another. We don't know who built the ship that's under attack, but as the commander so elegantly put it, our enemy's enemies might be our pals. I'm inclined to agree. If we're gonna settle here on Mira, we'll need all the friends we can get.
That's for sure. Alright, thanks for the info. We'll take it from here.
Thank you, Colonel.
Let's track down a ship in Oblivia. Alright. Our first objective is right next to FN Site 301, which is why they required you to have a probe in FN Site 301 in order to start this mission in the first place. So from here, we are just gonna do some Oblivia exploring, basically. There's gonna be story later on, but we're gonna hit some sites in Oblivia that we might not have gotten to in previous missions. Even if we've been in there twice, at least, already. There we go. First thing I'm going to try to do is finally figure out where that stupid treasure is. The one that's, is it like on top of there? I don't know. We're already past the cutscene, but I want to see if I can, because we beat a level 22 enemy no problem before. There's that one Suid Tyrant that's around here somewhere. I want to see if I can take now. Especially now that I have full party. I don't even know if I had a full party before. Those are just Bladas. Those are still the Progen I don't think we can take, because they're a lot bigger than the one in Cydia. But I guess... Okay, it's level 20. I will try fighting it. After cutscene, of course.
Welcome to Sandy Bum Canyon.
AKA Oblivia?
Huh? Olivia? Friends really name it that?
You know I said Oblivia.
Lindley, listen to Tatsu. This place always have sandstorms. Sands get everywhere. Therefore, Sandy Bum Canyon. Nopon ancestors name it just fine ages ago. Or does Lindley think she better name her than native Mirren peoples?
What? No.
Good. Tatsu accept Lindley apology and forgive. This time.
Strange. There's nothing here. It was hard to tell the scale of it from the grainy images. But that ship should have at least been big enough to spot from here.
Yeah. Huh? Elma, look!
Another new Xeno species.
Hang on. Maybe I can pick up what they're saying.
Impossible! I'm telling you, just us is impossible, okay? Stop talking like that, would you? We have to do this, right? For everyone back on the ship. But how are we supposed to destroy the turrets? This place is likely crawling with ganglion, no?
So they're not ganglion, at least.
Yeah. It sounded like they're fighting against them to me.
Friends. Tatsu knows. Those are Manon. Manon appeared on Mira maybe year before Friends?
I know that sound. What is it, Elma?
Just Tatsu, the ganglion, and now these Manon. Don't you find it a little odd that we can understand these alien languages?
Good point. Right? Must be something like that.
But we haven't been using our comm devices when we've been talking with Tatsu.
Well, Tatsu is fluent. More or less.
Tatsu, did you study our language?
The Friends language?
What language are we speaking right now?
What language? Nopon, of course. Friends Nopon very good, by the way.
See? Xenoforms have different anatomy, physiology, different vocal setups in general. It seems likely they would struggle with our pronunciations. And yet here we are, conversing.
But if they can't even produce the sounds, well, this shouldn't be possible.
No, it shouldn't be. Unless our words aren't being perceived as sounds at all. Maybe our intent is getting across some other way. But how? Could it be something about this planet?
Someone sounds pretty intrigued, huh?
Well, what if it is some kind of new phenomenon? Aren't you curious to learn more?
Alright, now you're starting to sound just like Elle.
Okay already. Friends talk less, help Manon more. After all, Tatsu have reputation as hero pawn to uphold here.
Sure. Right after a quick snack.
I'm not sure how much we can help, but we should at least make contact. Agreed?
Yeah, let's make contact with all the mini Jar Jar Binkses, but not until after we kill this little pig who has just been minding its own business every time we've walked through here. Alright, Melania, I'm gonna pop your head bowl first. We're gonna go Bombardier, gonna be smart about this and not waste Wild Smash. Alright, Alright, you're just thermal damage. And your fire carnival, so... that actually looks cool, the missile effect, like... God, Elma, stop dying! God. Unless we, like, aggro one of the Progen, shouldn't be... Alright, now I have to waste Wild Smash, but... Okay, we got the Bladdas. The Bladdas shouldn't be too big of a deal, and yet they're murdering Elma. Something special. And she's dead murdered. Do have full 1k TP now, at least. Okay, I missed the Progen still. Top with Gunfire will do, because then I can just do double thing and Wild Smash while it's still down. Okay, missed that. Alright. We didn't need Elma for this, surprisingly. At least as far as I can tell. Unless Beam Barrage aggro to Progen. It's miraculous that it hasn't yet. Might lose Brian. I don't think Elma's gonna have a big deal. As long as I keep just... Lyn has a lot of... Okay, come on, come on. One more auto attack, please. Oh, that was the segment, too. Alright. Time to just go ham on all these guys. I wasted that reality rift. Maybe. I actually don't know if I can solo these through with just Lyn. I actually don't think I can. So I'm gonna run. Actually, let's just use the power of cutscene to revive everyone, because if I jump straight in front of the Manon, then... actually, I think we're gonna actually escape from them first, but... Wow, Bladdas are fast. Alright, come on. They're right underneath... Okay. And I was just reminded that we got weapons that Elma and Lyn might be able to use last episode, so... that just decreases accuracy, which... You know what? We're gonna be fighting Ganglion, so that might help. And the only other shield we got is objectively worse. Then for Elma... Got new dual guns. Did not get new dual guns. These advanced titanium Relses are less TP. Alright, yeah, they're still worse. I have almost 1,000,000 credits. I think I should start buying equipment after this chapter. I said that I might for this chapter, then I didn't. Because I was so excited to do this chapter, but definitely after this chapter. I'm gonna buy lots of equipment. You'll see what I mean by lots of equipment soon enough. But for the time being, let's just drop right down on top of these guys. Wait. I see treasure. I see Schlong Skull. I see an unaccessible Schlong. I can't pronounce Schlong while talking fast, unfortunately. Let's just talk to these guys. They probably could use our help.
Hey, is everything alright?
Relax. Tatsu here to help.
No! More aliens! And look! They've got food, too! No pun taken, yes?
Tatsu is not takeout or food. Humans are personnel to assist Tatsu.
Personnel?
No, Tatsu mean personnel favorites.
Then humans are friendly? Humans are not working with the Ganglion?
Sorry for the scare. We're from a planet called Earth. The Ganglion are enemies to us as well.
Enemies, you say? That means you're friends to the Manon, yes? We are Manon, you know. Ours is an advanced civilization. You can tell, right? The Ganglion desire our technology. But Earth human heroes have come to save us, right? I'm right?
I hope so. Why don't one of you tell us what happened?
Oh, okay. I got this one. Let me answer this one, okay? So this is where we are now, right? Our ship is hiding in that big crevasse, under the fog and stuff, you follow? But the Ganglion have it surrounded
Okay, so in other words, if we can destroy their weapons, your ship can escape.
Exactly. They have 3 turrets set up around the area. You see them now? We need you to destroy them all, okay? Please?
Got it. We don't want the ganglion controlling the airspace here any more than you do. We'd be happy to help out.
You mean it? You'll help us? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you!
Alright, this is what I meant by we're going on a tour of Oblivia. Because we got 3 new objectives, 3 turrets to destroy, and, spoiler warning, those turrets aren't just things, they're enemies. So we've got basically running around Oblivia for fighting off 3 mini-bosses so that the Manon can get out of here safely. And the best part is, I don't know where I was going with that, but what I can say is, I think it's really funny that obviously they can't, because of how much customization and just how many different things you can do in this game, the writers of any given cutscene can't, like, write options for every possible scenario. So, like, the Manon were like, oh, the human guys are friendly, see, yeah? I think them saying, like, you see, you know, all that stuff, I think that's an attempt to translate some sort of verbal tick they had in Japanese that doesn't work very well in English, and they just kind of made it annoying more than anything with the translation. But they could say the thing like, oh, so that means the Earth humans, or whatever they said, are friendly, right? When L can be in the party and he's not Earth or human? I don't know, I thought that I'm going to point stuff like that out whenever it happens, just because I tend to notice things like that. I'm not gonna... Most of the time, pointing something like that out isn't going to be a criticism of the writing or anything. I will criticize the writing when it gets dumb, but besides some of Tatsu's characterization and the jokes around him, I do genuinely like most of the characters and most of the development a lot of them get throughout the story, so I'm going to be ragging on the story itself more than the characters. So most people agree that X's story kind of screws many pooches, but I'm not going to be saying many bad things about the characters if you like them specifically. Anyway, remember this camp of level 60 Ganglion? Well, we actually have to go on the other side of that because that's where the nearest turret is. We're going to be doing a lot of running this episode. You can't really see on the map, but 2 of the enemy locations are actually across the Yawning Giant from where we are right now. So we're going to have to find a way around it somehow, too. And there's a treasure on a different... Oh, there's a cave. There must be... Oh, we're dead. We are super dead. Okay. Let's hope I went to anything. Twin arches. Yay. Okay. Let's not run that close to the metaphorical sun this time. Oh, I hit the uranium limit already. I'm gonna reset my probes after this chapter. So I'm not, there's no way I'm gonna break up the tension and go back to NLA in the middle of a big story mission, but that sucks. Could possibly waste a uranium shipment, because I think those come in every, like, half hour, and this is definitely going to take more than half an hour to finish. Not going to head as close to the base as I did before, but here's a not schlong scale that we can actually get. I doubt... Resist stagger augment, that could actually be useful. Some minor Idseculas. Alright, this was a better idea. I can approach them without getting near enough to the base for anyone to really spot me. Although there is a treasure over here. Yeah, not even going to try that. There's definitely a cave. Like, there's definitely a cave, because like, you can see that one treasure that I was directly on top of. And, like, that wasn't anything. Anyway. We can see that our targets... First off, there's a treasure down here that I'm going to grab before anything, because, you know, it's more important. Screw the literal story mission. And it's mechanical, so there's no way I'm not going to be able to grab it, too. Fortunately, it wasn't the segment. Got a mining probe level 10. I could probably cap out the 9,000 uranium limit with just that probe alone if I wanted to. I put it in a good spot. Anyway. Our targets are targeters. You gotta beat up each of these. There are gonna be 3 targeter zigs at different locations, and it's these that we have to destroy in order to let the man on ship get free. It's staggered. If I had Wild down free, I would realistically be able to topple this thing. And instead, we're just going to give it a double Wild Smash. Because it is level 16. This much we can take. If any of the prone get involved, which surprisingly they're not. Also, surprisingly, we're fighting... you'd think that these like areas would be important enough to Ganglion. Also, Bullet Storm inflicts flinch on humanoids. That would be nice to have just in general when I'm dealing with Ganglion people. There we go, I'll take that perfect. And it's not really doing much. You can break off these... I'm targeting the cannons on the left and right side. Or at least this cannon on the left, because I think that it at least weakens one of its better arts. Right now, this is a very easy fight. We didn't actually aggro any of the prone with that.
1 down. 2 to go. Let's move.
Okay, we got one of the things out of the way. With somehow, none of these prone noticed us. I don't know how we pulled that off, but we pulled that off. Anyway, I still think there's got to be a cave around here somewhere, because that one treasure is in a weird place. Oh yeah, that guy was guarding it. North Ant's Nest. Don't know if I can get past all these Ganglion. It's not worth trying for one treasure. Even if that pew didn't notice me at all, it's still not worth it. There is a cave on the other side, though. Which is not the South Ant's Nest. Alright, we are going to have to fight the Sword Pug. I think we can take one of these guys. We can't take all of them because there was a prone in there at the same time. A lot more difficult than just one of these guys, especially if we can just we're basically stun locking it right now. Like, look at this, level 23. I'm level 16. I'm dealing the most damage to this thing right now. And plus, I can just kind of let loose with all of my AoE arts because there's no one else in this cave. Although I did get myself extremely aggroed and almost extremely dead, but close enough. Guess this isn't the North Ant's Nest, and this is just kind of a place to grab stuff. The South Ant's Nest. Yeah, South Ant's Nest. I don't know my directions. Anyway. There's a Puglith. There's 2 Pugliths. We're not going to fight these Pugliths. Instead, we're going to slow down a little bit. Grab more items up here. Yeah, imagine if we had a bunch of item gathering quests. And we just hear the sound a million times. There's also a meteor shower, which... ether stuff. Alright. Now, if you recognize... hold on, there's a treasure. Underneath us again. I guess there's still a cave around here. I want these caves. Oh, if I see a treasure that I think I might be able to get, I'm going to try to get it. Here's the regular ant's nest. Alright, if I can get past those guys, I might be able to get past whatever these guys are. Nope, no I'm not. No I'm not. That was a evil enemy placement. At least these guys have a really bad hearing detection range for some reason. I mean, I could... Wow. They just got low area of attack, too. I guess don't really need to worry about them unless I try to pick fights. Yeah, that treasure isn't up here. Nothing we can do about that. That probe site we've actually gotten. If you remember, I've actually been here before. At one point when I tried to cross this bridge a long time ago and died. We got the Needle Bridge base camp. Or this isn't the bridge I tried to cross. Oh, yes, it is. I got most of the way across before I died, and it respawned me on the other side, so I had to fast travel out. We got our way to cross the Yawning Giant. There's also, there's an island down there. It coincides with a probe segment. We're gonna have to get a Skell down there somehow. And it's gonna be glorious. And we've got these dagger puke, this dagger puke. There's what I assume are more of them back there, but fortunately it's kind of hard to get behind someone as Lyn. I love Bombardier's animation. Alright, we aggroed another one. Also, there's a level 91 Tyrant. That's Heartmut the Calamity. We are not going to be dealing with Heartmut the Calamity. Alexa might not have been a good idea to bring, now that I see how much she is dying. She fell off the cliff. That's... Oh my god, her... Okay, she didn't fall off completely. Yeah, I can just tank these guys. I'm not doing I guess I'm not doing a very good job of generating aggro on people other than myself until right now. Now I'm... Alright, we're gonna do that. Oh, you are topple resistant. That could be a problem. Oh, Elmo revived. That's good. It's topple resistant. That's the thing. Lyn is a lot like Ryan. She's deals in topple. But actually better off going for slow arts. Could theoretically knock back it off the edge. But I'm getting way too close to dead. I should just back up or kill myself. Hopefully. Okay, we got a Skell weapon. And then put it back at the... Not the probe for some reason. I'm going to warp to the probe so it knows that I'm at the probe. Alright. I don't remember if falling off respawns enemies or not, so we'll have to see that. Also see Lepix and a Mephite over there. I can definitely take the Mephite. Might not have to take the Mephite. Gonna definitely have to take the Mephite. Okay. Alright. You're gonna die now. Everyone kept their TP, so it doesn't look like it counted as a proper death, so it looks like the enemies probably didn't respawn, which is nice. There we go. I was wondering why there was such a delay on that art. Did we even aggro the second one? Is the second... Okay, the second one has been attacking us. The level 19 one, we've managed not to aggro that one yet. Which is good because we have Beam Barrage, and we have me not knowing how Lyn's arts work 90% of the time. And I like keep trying to complete Lyn's soul voices while I am Lyn. Oh, that probably aggroed someone. There we go. Fire Carnival and Bullet Twister both are just so satisfying to use because of the way the animation looks. There we go. I guess we didn't aggro the last one. Ah, got another skill. Lynn, we're not going to give her Dismantler. Now, what skill did I even learn? After brain, extra armor. Okay, that barely helps Absorber Skin. All that was for level 1 mechanical probe, which is quality at its finest. Now we can actually get back towards the next targeter, Zig. Yeah, I see less enemies. I don't see any enemies. Even the one that I... Hello, Heartmut. Goodbye, Heartmut. Even the one that we were still fighting, the one that was still alive, hasn't respawned yet. Alright, we just aggroed all of them again. I'm going to at least try to do a better job of holding everyone's aggro. I'm gonna need to use Bullet Storm. I'm using Bullet Storm, not Bullet Twister. What am I even talking about? Alexa, stop dying! What are you even doing? Do I need to play as you so you don't die instantly? Alright. Staggered. I could have used Wild down there. I don't really see the need to. I like how I picked up Alexa at that point specifically so I could use her for this mission. Now I'm not using her. Or now that I got her, I'm regretting it because she's dying so often. See, I'm dying too, so I can't really talk, but I definitely need to fix Lynn's arts. Alright, we took out one. This is the only thing I can really think of doing. If I actually get the topple, then I can do this. Then I could do this. There we go. That took out one of them, basically. It took out the stronger one of them, too. Come on. This is why I didn't get too over leveled. Oh no, he's self-destructing. Time to run. I'm surprised that I didn't just get murdered by the self-destruct because okay, you know what? That didn't have Yes! Yes, why is it still alive down there? There we go. Got another skill weapon we can't do anything with. I don't want to climb that for the treasure just yet. Gonna just get the hell away from the Puglet over there. Alright, that's not the right way. Is this even the right way? Do I need to climb that thing to... Oh, that's actually got a bridge forward. I do need to get up there. From condemned... Why? They're already the bad guys. You don't have to say they're condemned on top of that. That's just rude. And I managed to not aggro that guy. I am a genius at not fighting things I need to fight. Now, the last base did have a tyrant at the top of a tower, so I wonder if this one does too. At least the last base we need to go to for the story. That's the correct way. Hold on, where is that treasure showing up? Is that on a level below? I guess it's on the outside of the level. Shut up, Tatsu. Like Tatsu, just his AI is just walking around randomly.
It didn't have to be like this.
What? how did that thing see me? You know what? I'm just gonna run. I don't really see a way that thing can keep following me. Here we go. Here's some Marnuk for once. Oh, that was cool. That was actually like this is like the closest thing to a beam struggle you'll ever get in this game. Because like the Alexa used Furious Blast right when the Marnuk used Furious Blast is like it was cool or something. All right, Alexa's dead again. Is she even getting levels from this? Oh, she got an art from that at least. You know, I can probably run this. Alright, they're all still targeting me. Elma's dead now. I'm dead now. This was a mistake. I'm gonna have to cross the bridge again.
Reinforcements? We can take them if we're smart.
Hold on, if I can get past this Puglet, I might actually be in the clear. Never mind, I aggroed it. If I didn't say that, I would not have aggroed it. I can guarantee this.
I don't like guys. Hit them while they're still floating.
There we go. Took me way too long to die there. Where did this even put me? This put me on a... Oh, this put me on... This is where I respawned that other time. Still, this is just this dead skull that I can't do anything with. This is actually a good place to respawn because it does put me right in between the two zigs. I just need to... Hold on, where is the next one? The next one... is... the map says it's right on top here. It's not over there. There's a probe site over there, actually. I guess it's not loaded in because I can't see it from here. Which is surprising because all the other enemies load in. Saying it's directly in front of me but up, that's just a treasure over there. I don't know. We're gonna do the... Okay, I guess Alexa learned... what's the assault rifle taunt art that I should know but don't? Freaking... what's it called? Why don't I know what it's called? I've used it... It's not Mad Taunt, that was Ryan's talent art in the first game. I guess it doesn't really matter. Puglet in the fight. Puglet, we haven't aggroed the Puglet, which is saving grace number 8,862,000. Like, I don't mind, there's a Pug back there that I don't mind aggroing, as long as we don't... Hold on, I think he said reinforcements. I don't know. As long as he uses Beam Barrage in this direction and not the other direction, we'll probably be okay. And as long as I only use Fire Carnival and not Bulletstorm... There we go. Even if I die, I will still keep the EXP at the very least. Okay, there's the Zig. So I actually brushed past it while I was running away from literally every prone in the base earlier. What we're gonna do now is get up here without having to kill many people, he said as he attracted the attention of an enemy. Alright. These guys we can just blaze through if we all spam them. So I just need to not aggro the other ones while I kill these guys. Systematically beat them out one at a time. Like, there's a guy down there who hasn't noticed us destroying his friend right in front of him. save my TP arts. I'm okay to use Bulletstorm here because I'm not close enough to anyone. I'm gonna, after this fight actually, I'm going to check my arts. See if there's something I could be doing to be smart. Got a busted knife off of that. Alright. Elma got a new art. I saw that much. I could use Hellfire, which would boost damage, aura, barrier, enhanced stand, boosts auto attack damage, continually restores HP. That might be more useful than either that or super shield. Hold on, do I have? Those might both be better than Iron Prison. I only have one more art to even learn. Do I have another melee art besides Wild Smash that doesn't require TP? Lyn has a lot of TP arts, but not very many ways to gain TP. Bombardier still has too high of a cooldown for me to combo that into Drumroll. I don't want to replace that with Drum. And I'm going to keep Lyn the way she is, too. I thought that was going to work. Yeah, there's a prone Vix guard. So, here we got female prone. They actually exist. They didn't do like, oh, it's an all-male race, or only the males fight. They actually came up with both. I mean, say what you want to say about an alien race having the same... I think I brought this up before with L or Tatsu or something. I brought this up before. Say what you want to say about an alien race that's from nowhere near Earth, developing the same kind of having two sexes and sexual dimorphism that humans have, but at least they actually went through the trouble of doing that for every race. There are both male and female Manon as well. It's a little harder to tell. Alright, I got the... Okay, the Zig has aggroed me from a place where I can't reach it yet. And I actually don't know where to... I had to flop my way all the way around back here. Come on. Here we go. Actually got almost all my melee arts doubled up. Here we go. Alright. This can be good, because this thing can actually be top. It's immune to topple, never mind. And it has a launch art. Right, good on Alexa for using Overwhelm when she did. The good thing is killing this thing will immediately... No, don't fall off. Okay. Killing this thing will immediately activate a cutscene. So I don't have to worry about the other enemies killing me. I threw up Iron Prison just so I could hurt it just by sitting here. Could have probably used Thermal Payload instead. Because I don't... this... Bombardier and Flix Blaze. I don't have... I have... Flame Cloak is Thermal Res up. There's no Thermal Res down on enemies' art. Unfortunately. Because then Thermal Payload could be even better than it is. That'll just give it more damage over time. And I can just Wild Smash for more damage. This is... There we go. There goes its cannon, too. Brian might go down here, but other than that, I shouldn't have a big deal at all, especially if I could just... I leveled up Lyn's arts in a way where I do actually have them on a couple fast ones leveled up where they have pretty quick cooldowns. Anyway.
Number 2 goes boom!
Just one more left.
Anyway, these cutscenes for getting one of the three are mercifully short. So, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to be really cheap. I'm going to warp back to the Mesa Fortress point. So I don't have to walk through all those guys again on the way to the third Zig. Now, I died a few times on the way to the second one, but for some reason... Probably that Puglith. The third Zig was the one that took me forever to do my first playthrough. You know what? I'm starting to remember why this took so long. Because we just accidentally aggroed the Puglith already. I can only assume Alexa's gonna be dead soon. Yeah. Target the Puglet. If I can get past this guy, if I just can start fighting the Zig without this guy being aggroed, I'm golden. But as you can see here, I'm already almost dead. And then there's the prone behind him too. I don't even have enough TP to put up Iron Prison. Yeah, that didn't work. We're gonna have to think out enemy patterns here. First step would be actually seeing which way the Puglet goes. You know what I could do? I could try getting on top of that mountain and just jumping down past it. I don't think you could do that without a skill, though. What I can do is fight these guys now while the Puglet's out of the way. So I can bombardier him. As long as the Puglet's walk cycle isn't... How did you aggro them already? How did you even... Oh, video game. I mean, like, Alexa's dead. That was... You know, I could probably... Doug is probably a high enough level to just kind of run in and be able to take these guys right off the bat. I could swap Alexa out for Doug if I really need to. I don't think I need to. I can beat the Zig. Zero issues without him. It's just getting to it that's the problem. You know, I'm going to try going around the mountain next time. That might actually work. Alright. He'll be going around the mountain as he goes. I don't mind fighting these weaker guys, just as long as the ones that can aggro the freaking Puglet aren't in the way. I could just go and do regular missions and grind and all that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not about that. Which is why I'm going to play smart. And by play smart, I mean be a wuss. I actually don't know how hard it is to get around this mountain. If I can get up on this level of stuff... Except for the fact that there's a prone just right there. Just chilling. Alright, I'm on this level now. Probably the highest above everywhere I'll be able to get. But if it's high enough to get past the Puglet, without aggroing it... First off, I can drop down here and grab this. Getting a segment, actually. Second off, the only thing in between me and the Zig are a couple prone, which aren't nearly as bad to deal with when I'm just fighting the Zig, and the prone are kind of there as a nuisance. Because, look at this, we ruined the Zig last time, like... The Zigs themselves are not difficult enemies unless Alexa... Well, actually, Alexa's not even doing that much damage to it anyway. She could, if she just takes all the hits and dies for the cause, that would be a-okay too. I think Alma fell off the cliff. No, she didn't. Her sliding slinger AI isn't the best. Anyone's sliding slinger AI isn't the best. I could blame Fog for all of it, but... Yeah, there's at least one more character that we haven't met yet who uses dual guns. Just the sliding slinger AI in general is funny, to say the least. It became a meme not just because of that, but because, like... Wait, this thing's immune to topple, and... Yeah, I was gonna say that Soul Voice didn't do anything. Actually, Alma died before Alexa this time. That's new. Doesn't matter who dies. The answer is gonna be the Zig. Like, that prone is just literally just taking pot shots at me. And not doing anything. He's like, notice me! Notice me! But nah, we're good.
Right, that's the third one. That should be all of them.
The Manon will be thrilled. Let's head back and meet up with them.
Yeah, that's the Zigs. Now, thankfully, we can just fast travel back to where the Manon were and not have to walk across both of those death bridges again. So, I'm gonna do that. Alright, the Manon are just going to be in the exact same place they were before, so... I keep... Oh, Grexes, Grex... Forgot about the Grexes. Let's just... skirt our way around this. Actually, no, they're in a different place. Or, I just did discover the cave before. Here's the Devil's Colony. This is a cave. This will become important later. We're in the middle of a story mission, so I'm not going to go here. Actually, yeah, I just walked past the entrance, because the same treasure is there. Manon haven't moved. Just the Avello here. They're chilling.
Huh. No sign of the Manon anywhere. Where would they go?
Maybe back to their ship?
Friends, look! Over there! Boom booms!
Let's check it out.
And now we have to go right back to the Aroy Plain, which I'm going to warp to. Let go. Our objective is right under that rock. I guess they've found a nice place to kind of sit there. No, it is not under that rock. It's actually above, on the top of that rock. But I can get this while I'm here. I thought that was actually going to be the segment piece, but I guess it wasn't. Oh, yeah. It'll make you gotta climb around one of the two ways. Here we go. I wonder if I can cheese my way up the top this way, because I don't feel like going around the long way. Long way looks kind of long. Also, they're Scorpios. Actually, I just realized, at the end of his mission, Justin said something about getting bitten by a radioactive Scorpio. I didn't realize that it was a Spider-Man reference until just now. I'm really bad at this kind of thing, apparently. Oh, do I actually have to get on top of that to get... I think I can cheese my way up here. That's the best thing about the world design in this game. You can cheese yourself everywhere. How long have I been... This is going to be one of those long episodes, but it makes sense, because we're doing an entire story chapter in one episode. Here we go. This is a base camp I don't think I've even been to yet. Yeah, Broken Hill. Here we go. Oh, that's smoke. That's probably not good. That's explosions. That's definitely not good. That's a prone. That's probably not good. Alright, there's two prone. This is a battle against one of the prone. That was... Thanks, prone, for making the segue so much more awkward than it could have been. And then we discover the wonders of spamming arts until they stop moving. Which, this was actually a terrible idea. I didn't even do half of its HP in this. And then we aggroed another one. And then Alexa taunted it. Why did I could get rid of Overclock. I should probably take Overclock off her. She needs the heals, but like... She definitely needs not the taunt. I'm gonna screw with her arts in a second. I'm actually fine with everyone else's. You know what? We're near the end of the chapter. I don't need to waste my TP. I need to worry about wasting my TP, rather. Thankfully, this is a fight we can actually win. Like the stupid Puglet. I think, actually, yeah, I'm glad that I'm playing so much smarter now than I did my first playthrough, because it only took me like 3 tries. I got past the Puglet on my 3rd try. and beat the Xigno problem. My first playthrough, I was doing stupid things like fighting the Puglith, or trying to run past it while aggroed and take out the Zig before I died. I eventually ended up, I think, grinding myself up to being able to beat it. Just from the few enemies in the region. Hey, they actually didn't do the thing where the female version of the character is the fast, squishy one. She's taking basically the same amount of damage to defeat as a level 19 male prone would have. I think that I'm pretty sure, at least in this case, the female prone is just literally to have enemy variety rather than to make a specifically different enemy. Kinda cool. You might as well have equal opportunity ganglion. Here we go. A lot of people got stuff, so... Lynn learned her last art, actually. Pretty sure she did. Yeah, she has all her arts. Elma, I think, learned her last... Okay. Here's Alexa's arts. She has Burst Grenade, actually. Dude, she does not need Overclock. She does not need Decoy Round, either. Give her Assault Hammer, for sure. And then, does she even have another art? She doesn't. So I guess we're giving her either Decoy Round or Overclock back, and since she only has one other TP art, it might as well be Overclock. And then... because we're right at the end of the chapter. Gonna put me back in the lead. Gotta mess around with my arts, because I think I learned at least one new one. Learned Brain Jack. Yes, this is what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for. Ether Blast. Unfortunately, it does... hold on. I'm rank 7. This is rank 6 Mastermind. Do I want... with an aura boosts damage. That'll work good with full specs. I don't need Screamer. I can get rid of Screamer for that. That's worth it. I don't think I have any... because I could do Subterfuge and then Ether Blast. Or no, that wouldn't do anything. That's the thing. Subterfuge doesn't really have a use for Subterfuge. I can afford a different art instead of that. So I'm not going to learn any of these soon. I'll try out Brain Jack. Why not? And you know what? I'm going to fight this guy to try to get myself to level 20. I'm on the last segment, so why not? This part I can cut out. Alright, that did not give me the level up. I'm just going to pick as many fights as I can before getting into that cutscene so I can level myself. Actually, assuming that this is a multi-enemy boss fight at the end of a chapter, like this game does a lot. Saw multiple skells over there. I think it's safe to assume that there's going to be more than one boss here. Nah, screw it. I'm just going to fight more guys. Why not? Still didn't get my level off of that. I realized I should probably do this just to build TP anyway, assuming there's going to be a boss, which it's the end of the chapter, there's going to be a boss. I still didn't level up. Those guys are all level... There's a level 30 Suid with them. So... I've been stalling enough, let's just fight this thing.
You have such strange methods of persuasion.
This is the ganglion way. It worked on Pro. It will work on Nano. Too much talk. Captain, time to kill. Yes. Kill one, then the others will win.
Just in time. Now go, quickly.
You saved us, yes? Thank goodness. We saw you take care of those turrets, you know? We owe you one. Big time, okay?
Earth aliens, never murder. Yes. Saves us the trouble of hunting them down.
Alright, it is showtime against 3 Kamevas. And we also got a little interesting bit of lore there, besides the fact that, yes, the Manon were right when they said that the Ganglion wanted their tech. Apparently, the Prone were indoctrinated into the Ganglion, as they said that the persuasion technique of being violent worked on the Prone. Which is somewhat surprising, since they were the main Ganglion force we've seen so far. Glenara was, besides Goetia, Glenara was the only Ganglion leader we've seen, and he was prone. Also, I'm dying. And you missed me. I used Ether Blast without an aura by mistake, but that's what it looked like. Okay, we are all almost dead. Alright, there we go. That was a good attack. Alright. Okay, I got invincibility. Oh, that's gonna be so good. It's gonna be. I healed the wrong person, but that'll still do. Right, Elma's dead. I'm dead soon. My invincibility is almost worn. My invincibility has worn off. One of the Kamevas is invincible. Oh, someone revived Alexa. Nice. Okay, this could still go very well. It's time for my secondary combo. Double full specs. Potential boost the damage of TP arts. Then let him have it with an Ether Blast. Then let him have it with a Beam Barrage, which actually did even more damage than the Ether Blast because I leveled it up. Should have leveled Ether Blast. And then, you know what? I'm going to Brainjack that guy, so the one that I'm targeting right now, I've controlled, so now it will help us attack the other one. That's what Brainjack does. It's great. I actually got in... Unless it's in Rage State, undid the control. It's now doing extra damage to the enemy. Yeah, it's still attacking the enemy. And that also means he won't break out of control just by taking damage. So, alright. I might be dead now. I think the control wore off, and that's gonna screw me. Yeah, it kinda... Well, that did work well for a while. And did I get my level? I got my level, so... I don't have TP. You know what? Screw it. Treasure right here, so let's just keep fighting this thing until it works. And try targeting the small ones first instead of the big one this time. I was dying pretty quickly. These side attacks, they actually recover HP and grant TP. Yeah, this is probably a mistake. That's probably not going to save Lynn's life, but close. Decently bad beam barrage. Alright, if I can get myself back up to 2k TP, I can do my sacred combo. I know the sacred combo is a smash thing, but I got supercharge. That's gonna boost my next art damage. Okay, plus 300 TP per hit for this. That's gonna actually boost my TP. So I could full specs. I could do that. Do that. I can brain. You know what? I'll brain jack both of them. I guess it failed on the one? Yeah, it failed on the one because it's still attacking. But did it fail on both of them? I know I got one of them. Oh, it failed on the chief. Okay. Boss immunity. That makes sense. I think we should go for the chief first then. It was a worthy attempt, but knocking out the boss is probably the best way to go. Alright, I might be just cutting out parts so that only the interesting parts of these fights are shown now, because this is my third time doing it. Is that a TP up? Unfortunately not. This is going better, at least than the last attempt. We got a positive note. Soul Voice for once. Plus 50% damage, it's not really going to do much. Didn't lose too much for that. Okay, Lynn's dying, not Alexa, surprisingly. Blacked out all of them, that was good. The big one lost an appendage, which is great. Now, do I want to go double full specs now? No, I shouldn't go double full specs now. I'm gonna try to use Beam Barrage to finish the Chief off, though. There we go. Lynn's still down, but these ones are taking a lot more damage. Alright, this one's almost dead. I'm not gonna have to... Honestly, my mistake was Brain Jack. I didn't need it. Because once this thing goes down... Alright, this one's at nearly full health. But... I'm also in a lot better state than I was before. I can do that. And I can just do that. I know it didn't really do much damage, and even the uncharged Beam Barrage technically did more, but now we're actually getting somewhere. Again, it's really ironic that if Alexa actually lived against the boss, and it was the tank who died. Doesn't seem to matter now, unless it, like, self-destructs and annihilates us all, which I know Kamevas can't do. Also, it's dead.
Woohoo! Dance of victory!
Damn it!
What? A friend is a robot?
I'm gonna block all feedback to the nervous circuits. Still hurt?
Wait a second. You don't remember anything about your body being a mimeosome, do you?
He's losing his biocirculatory plasma. I can't fix this here. Elma, I need you to contact the Mimeosome Maintenance Center for me. Ask them to have a Type 085 left arm and transfusion ready ASAP.
You got it.
I'm going to have to take you offline for a bit here, okay? We'll resuscitate you back in New LA. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. I promise, okay?